wheel with another mukbang. My wife made it look so good. It's a Cajun cabbage with Cajun shrimp on a bed of white rice. Let's see if y'all can see this. Let's see if it'll focus. But yeah, looks good. I have my Dr. Pepper and cream soda. If you haven't tried this, I suggest you go to the store and get some because it's amazing. It's amazing. I'll say my grace. And I got a funny story for y'all today. I got a funny story. Y'all know Black History Month is here. And my kids are starting to learn about Black history. And I can't remember what age I started learning about Black history. I remember it being a young age, but I don't remember how deep they got into it. But that's good. You know, I don't remember how deep they got into it, but I'm gonna tell y'all, it was the funniest. I mean, it was somewhat funny, but somewhat like I don't know how to explain this or what to do. It's hard to explain, you know, African American history to young kids because they don't really understand, you know. It's hard. So you already know, if you watch my previous videos, I have 4 sons. I have 4 boys. My oldest is MJ, my second oldest is AJ, third oldest is TJ, and my youngest is BJ. So MJ and AJ are both in school, and it's Black History Month, and they're learning about Black history. And AJ, AJ comes home a couple days ago, and he is so excited about learning about Black history. And he tells me in the car that back in history, the black people and the white people used to fight. And I said, I guess that's kind of how that works. But what he said later on that evening, it was crazy. So my wife gets home, and my wife is a dark-skinned woman. She's a dark-skinned woman. I love my chocolate women. But he tells my wife, he's explaining to her what he learned at school. He's like, the black people and the white people used to fight. So if you and Daddy lived back in the day, you guys wouldn't be friends. And we're looking at each other like, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, because Daddy's white. I'm like, okay. How do we explain this to our 6-year-old? How do we explain that Daddy is not white? So I'm like, Aiden, I'm not white, I'm black. And he's like, no, you're not. Mommy's black. I'm like, we're both black. There's just different shades of black. You have lighter black people, you have darker black people, but we're all black. So I'm asking him like what color he thought his brothers were. And all of my boys are lighter skinned like me, or light skinned. And AJ is the only one who got a little more color from his mother. So he thought that he was black, Mommy was black, and the rest of the brothers and Daddy were white. And I thought that was funny. To a certain extent. So we had to kind of explain to him that Mommy and Daddy are both black. We are not white. Now, the difference is with Mommy is more black than Daddy is. Daddy is a mutt. That's what we're gonna call him. Daddy's a mutt because I have my great grandmother on one side of the family who was white or Caucasian, and then my great grandmother, I believe, on the other side of my family, which is my mother's side, was Native American. And both of them had children with black males. So when it trickles down to me, that's where I get my color from, because it's a mixture of Caucasian, Native American and black. But, you know, I identify as a black male. I just thought that was funny. I don't know what age you actually start talking to your kids about race and how things went back in the day. You know, how things are still going to this day. I don't really know how to have that conversation because they're kids and they really don't understand that. You know, their friends are their friends. They don't really care. I mean, they know they look different, but it doesn't matter to them, you know. So, I don't know. I just like my kids to be innocent. And I feel like they have to know their history, but you don't want to do it too early to where it kind of messes up their innocence. And I don't know. It's a tough conversation to have with kids. You know, you want your kids to love and respect everyone, no matter who they are or what they look like. But they also need to know their history. And where their ancestors come from and what they went through. It's definitely a conversation that needs to be had. I don't know, it's difficult. If anybody else has gone through this before and has any suggestions on the best route to take when it comes to talking to your children about race, please let me know. Because it is a difficult conversation to have. Alright, y'all. I think this is going to be it for this video. Definitely have more coming. So be prepared. Be ready. Because the video is about to start coming. You're about to start coming. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel. Please. I'm trying to get that subscriber count up. That's about it. I'll see y'all in the next one.